Welcome to Rivet and Roll. I'm Aaron. This is Carmen, and today we are dewinterizing and getting ready for the season with some fun upgrades. And I'm going to start by getting all of the antifreeze out of the plumbing system, which means draining and flushing new water through, bleach water, fresh water, all of those fun things. So let's get to it. That kind of works. Now we fill it up to continue to dilute that bleach. We have light.
It's a mess. Well, it's not a mess, but it's not set up.
Let's get rid of these.
Upgrade?
We got new things coming.
Upgrade! So we want to say a big thank you to our sponsor for this video, RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding. They make these mattresses right here in the US and they ship them for free. They're top of the line comfort foam mattresses, so we're really excited to use them. Now that we're in our second year of RVing, we wanted to make some upgrades and we wanted to start with the mattresses. We got these mattresses off rvmattress.com. It's the Wanderlust line. It's 6 inches thick, and then they do have different sizes that specifically fits our setup. Prior, we did have the two mattresses, so we went with the same setup so that we're gonna stack them and be able to have our very mobile setup.
Now, sleeping in an RV, people might not always get the best sleep, but that's why we've upgraded and are looking to get the most comfort we possibly can in our tiny little 16-foot RV, because we know when we're out adventuring, when we are going on hikes and doing all sorts of activities, we want to be well rested and well energized. And the best part is that Brooklyn Bedding manufactures all of their RV mattresses right in Arizona in their own factory. And that means they're able to use premium quality products at a reasonable price just for you. And when it shows up, it's rolled up in a box and it's easy to use and set up. If it makes you nervous to buy something that you haven't tried, Brooklyn Bedding has a 120-day sleep trial.
Good night, Aaron.
That means you get 3 months to try it out, and if it doesn't work, you get a full refund. And on top of that, they have a 10-year warranty. So as long as you are out there on your adventures, you don't have to worry. So we love our new mattresses from RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, and we think you would too. So if you're looking for a new mattress or bed for your RV or your van, make sure and check out rvmattress.com. You can click the link below or go to rvmattress.com/rivetandroll to get 20% off by using the code rivetandroll. So no matter if you're in a fifth wheel, Class A, or travel trailer, you know that you can find the right size mattress for you and your size right on rvmattress.com. So thank you again to RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding for sponsoring this portion of today's video. So I'm letting all of the water, hopefully, or antifreeze, kind of flush through the system, running that through. So did have to kind of re-engage some of the different levers and bypasses over there. Currently the water heater itself is still bypassed, but yeah, just trying to rinse out all that antifreeze. So while this is running, all of the pink stuff has pretty much disappeared, but I can still smell that bleach. So we're gonna let this whole thing run through and then do a whole nother fresh tank just to make sure that we're clear. We don't have bleach in our water, and we have a fresh tank. I just got an idea. Because I am limited on black tank space, but I have this exterior shower, so I can run a lot of it through the system with the exterior shower, right? I'm gonna try that. I do like on the toilet that I'm already seeing just clear water. I'm not seeing any pink stuff. So making progress, kind of getting through the antifreeze and getting to what's currently a bleach solution water, so that still has to kind of flush through the whole system, but I can go run that outside. Well, that's no good. So that works, but the screen has quite a few bugs in it. So I'm gonna pop that out and try and clean that out. Trying not to dump the bugs inside. Propane tanks are working, at least for the stovetop. We'll also check that the heater is working in a moment, but making progress. I'm now going to just check on the batteries visually, make sure that there's no corrosion on them, and if there is, we'll clear that off a little bit. Alright, there are the batteries. Took a little bit more work to get to them than I thought, but they look clean. Alright, got that back together. Now, I've been letting the fridge run for a little while. Just want to make sure that it's still getting cold. Yeah, that's cold. I'd hear the fan running and it feels cold. So good to go there. I don't actually want to do this, but I know I need to. Smoke detector, gonna test that button. Ooh. Yep, and my ears hurt, so that's working. Also gonna check the propane and CO2 carbon monoxide detector, not CO2, CO detector. Both of those are down here. Wow, that also hurt my ears, but that is good to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and process the water heater, which means I need to do the couple of valve changes so that it's not bypassed anymore, let it fill up and pressurize, and then we can check and make sure that there's no leaks on the water heater. I hear it. Yeah, that's not what we want. How do I stop that? How do I stop that? So I got Amanda here because I could not figure this out. Every time I turned the pump on, it was draining out the bottom. So I had her stand outside. I played with the levers. It just apparently had the drain valve in the wrong position. The moment I flipped that, it stopped. She told me it stopped. So now we're good. Water heater is filled with water. Thanks for your help.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
So now that we are plugged into power, we're going to test a couple of the outlets, the AC, all of those things, just make sure that they are still working. So first, I'm going to check the bolts on the inside. This is something that there's been some recall issues with the AC bolts on the inside actually holding the thing to the roof. So make sure and check that on a pretty regular basis, in my opinion, and then check the filters as well. And then we will actually kick it on and make sure it's still working. All right, bolts on that side are good. Filter's nice and clean. Right, good on that side. All right, now to kick the thing on. And it's already cooling down. So let's check the heat strip as well. All right, heat's working as well. I can feel that heating up, so we're good to go. In addition to the ceiling AC and heat pump going, I'm also going to check the Truma heater and make sure that that is working, and hopefully that can also heat up some of the water. So I can hear the Truma running and I can feel the heat exhaust on the outside. And now I'm feeling nice warm air here. The last thing is getting to heat up the water, which has always been a bit of a mystery game to us. Just kind of change the settings and hope for the best. Let's try this. Feels like it's trying to get there. I just don't know. If you have tips on the best settings to use to get hot water in your base camp with this Truma heater, let us know. We try the Eco, we try the Boost, try and let it sit for a while, then turn it on. We don't know. So I think that's going to conclude it for now. There is that one little issue. There's a water leak when we are using the shower. And what I don't know is if that was there before the winter or not. It's only when we're using the shower. It doesn't happen when we're using the sink or the toilet. Only a little bit of a drip when we use the shower. So I got to do some research into that and maybe call Airstream, see what they have to say. But now it's about getting this set up and ready for our first trip, and Amanda's going to join me for some of that.
One of the other upgrades we made was in backpacks that have like the water carrying capacities. We got this new one. Ours was very old and we kind of left the water in too long. Now we're going to be better about changing it and cleaning it. But this one has like a hydration pack, like this cool straw with a magnet. It's awesome. And then just really cool color, but it is funny. It was marketed for ladies, but I think it's more about like body type and making it maybe not as bulky and just again trying to make it more comfortable. This thing's cool. It's got like a back that's breathable but also kind of rigid, so it doesn't like you're not just like feeling the water. I'm excited to use this and I love the color. All right, I'm gonna try out my backpack for ladies.
One thing that I'm really excited about this year is upgrading our coffee, because we've used up to this point this classic camping percolator. It's fine. It just uses a lot of water. And as you all know, if you're RVing, we have limited water. So we don't really want to be wasting water, and it takes forever, and we haven't really loved the flavor of the coffee that comes from this. And we just wanted something a little bit different. So I did some research, found this little thing from Stanley. I think it's just Stanley. This is something I picked up online and bought myself. And what it does is it's kind of both the pot that you boil the water in and the French press all in the same. So it has, you slide this out, you fill this with water, you pop that on and you boil the water. You then put your coffee grounds right in there, right in with the hot water. And the bottom of this has a filter on it. So as I put this in and I squeeze it on down, I'm now pressing, just like the French press. And obviously it'll be a little bit more smooth when there's water and coffee in there. And you press it all down, and then you have your coffee, and you can pour this right into your mug. It's all nice and contained. Even the handles designed super well for this type of small living. And you can pop that away. This is going to be one is just physically smaller than this, and it does better coffee. So super excited to try this out. But that's my kind of #1 upgrade that I'm looking forward to this camping season, is better coffee in the morning. So now that we're all prepped and ready to go,
be sure to hit subscribe to find out where in the world Carmen goes next.